Hi LBB, I am Namrata. Welcome to my home. So this is fairly a new home which we have put together for our parents with our whole heart and soul, and it was a fun journey putting this space together. So this is the living room. This is actually a very small 850 square feet apartment. So I have used this living room, as you can see, in like 3 parts. Okay, so we'll start from part 1, which is actually the dining area, the dining space. So since this is for parents, for my in-laws, for guests, and even for us, so we have tried to give a cafe sort of a feel to this dining area, where we have got this solid teak wood table and set of 2 chairs. You can see how beautiful this set is, which we bought, and we were very happy because we got it customized, and the way it turned out actually stole our hearts. And also we deliberately chose this cane material. As you can see, this is original cane, which hand woven cane actually, which we have bought and tried to introduce in all the furniture in different corners of our home. And then as we slowly move on, this is actually the sitting area, the living room. So this is the sofa set. Again, it also has the cane touch, a vintage touch. Since it was for the parents, especially for them, we tried to bring that old school feel, those vintage vibes, those antique feeling to this space. And and then as you see, I have tried to mix traditional and modern together, so the house should feel as new as as good as new after maybe many years down the line. Since I mentioned in the beginning that this is the 850 square feet apartment, it's a small space. So to use the small space optimum, it is important to invest in furniture which you can actually double up. So that was the idea with this table. It's a nest of tables. So you can use 1, you can use 2. Sometimes we use the second table as the side table as well. Then this is the third corner. See how I have used the living room in 3 different parts. So this is the third corner, which is actually a reading nook. So let me sit comfortably, and then maybe I'll explain to you guys. So this is the rocking chair, as you can see. And again, why rocking chair? Because parents, my father-in-law, all of us, we are fond of reading. You can also see a mini, like very tiny library here. So I read quite occasionally, but obviously when they sit here and have their own time, I feel really good looking at them. And let me tell you, it's a very fulfilling feeling to see your parents relaxing in such a calming and peaceful space which you have done with all your hearts. It is a beautiful feeling. And this is a footstool. If they feel, they can just, sit like this, relax in this corner. Come, I will take you to my studio now, which is actually my home office, studio, a space where I have my own time. Come on in. So let's start from here. As you can see, this is my office desk, where I do all my work, office work, have my own time. So I'm sure you guys are very inquisitive about what this is. This is my brand name, very old frame. So this keeps me rooted, keeps me reminded of who I am as a professional. So this says 9 by Namrata. And then this little thing which Instagram actually sent me, which has my brand name onto it, and a very nice comfortable table chair, which again is very old. And also you might have noticed my fascination towards white. Everything in my house is all white, and that is because I feel white gives a lot of peace. And of course, since it's studio, since it's my workstation, my own space, my comfort zone, I had to keep it very minimalistic, peaceful. And then I have this little shelf here, which I use as a floating shelf. I keep on changing vases, I keep on adding fresh greens, flowers, etc. here. For now it is very simple, a little library books if I feel like reading. So that's about this area. And as we move on to this side, I have storages also in my studio. What I did is, again, I have divided my studio, my office room into two parts, as you can see. One is the working area and the second part is the storage area. So since I'm a content creator, I have lots of equipments, so I had to have, and also props. So I had to have, such storages where I can store my tripods, my lights, etc., and also my big and small props. So these cupboards I use for that purpose. So we have two on both the sides. One is this one and the other is that side. So I have created this settee. It is still incomplete. I have to do a bit of work here. So yeah, so this is actually a power nap corner, I would say, in my studio. So that's about this little space. Now come and I'll take you to the bedroom, and I'm really excited about it. Come on in. So now comes the most exciting room for me, which is my favorite corner of the house, which is the bedroom, which I did for my parents. And I love this bed, guys. Just have a look how beautiful this is. And since I keep posting my work on Instagram, many of you keep asking me about the source. So this one I got from, for all of you, I got from Amar Colony Furniture Market, which is in Delhi. So I got all my furniture from there. So these are, I would say, thrifted finds. Now let me just give you little insights about why I chose such bed and why I kept this room also very minimalistic. So while we put together any space for elderly, for parents, it is very important to keep in mind that their movement has to be very, carefully, thoughtfully thought about. Okay, so the floor area has to be empty. Moving space has to be enough. So as you can see, we have enough moving space around the bed. All right, and we have the side table, which I have kept it functional and minimal. So they have the space to keep their essentials, necessary items. So there is a little photo frame of my parents. You can see a nice warm light, which adds a lot of charm. Obviously, I wanted greenery here. I keep swapping this. Sometimes I have a vase, sometimes the corner is empty. Now I will take out the air purifier, which will take this space with the weather changing. And of course, this headboard has my heart again because of the cane weaving. You can see beautiful cane weaving here. And again, this is an original cane weaving, guys, and look at the color of the wood, the finish, the texture, the pattern, everything I loved. And this bed is without storage. It is just a simple antique bed. And yes, this bedding I used, which is very comfortable and very soothing to eyes. So that's about the bedding, that's about the bed. And obviously I had to add a lot of warm lights. It's very important, guys, to use warm lights in any space. Either the space is small or big, try and use minimal white lights but more of warm lights. So I have two different sources here of warm lights. And then the other side, if you can see, what I have used is I have use the space to make a dressing mirror or a dresser for my parents. Now I'll take you to the other side of my bedroom, which, if you see, is the storage part. It's very important to have storage. Enough storage is always required to keep your house, to keep the floor area clutter free. So this storage is enough for guests, for parents, for us to store all our essentials, whether it's clothes, etc. What we did is, you see, we have kept this area empty. We haven't used any shelves, etc. here, because for now I have styled this with a vase, but otherwise this is the charging station. And this is the mandir area. As you can see, very small inbuilt mandir, which we thought that since we don't have extra space for a mandir or a temple in the house, we'll just use one part of the wardrobe for it. And then we have drawers, and one thing which is this seating. Okay, so I have used this pull-out bench sort of for my parents, because you know what, parents always takes a lot of time for puja. So what happens, parents actually takes a lot of time during puja. So what I thought, let's have a seating for them where they can sit and do their morning rituals, morning puja, etc. So that's about this room, and we have a good source of light throughout the house. That's the best part. So छोटा है but प्यारा है. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this home tour. For more such content, don't forget to subscribe to LBB's Homely newsletter.